Mist rises from a wide, restless river. Wooden hulls creak, footsteps echo on wet planks. Somewhere, a bell tolls the hour. In this video, I use modern AI tools to breathe life into forgotten paintings and maps, allowing us to walk through scenes that haven't been seen by human eyes for centuries. Together, we step into 18th century Philadelphia, where a nation slowly learned how to speak its own name.
If we shift our perspective toward the eastern edge of the city, the smell arrives before the sight. The Delaware River landing in the early 1700s is not quiet water, it is motion made visible. Brown-green waves slap against timber wharves, ropes strain, sailcloth snaps in the wind. This is Philadelphia's first breath, its mouth open to the Atlantic world. Notice the density. Ships crowd the riverbank, merchant brigs from London, smaller sloops from the Caribbean, heavy vessels carrying iron, sugar, rum, paper, and people. Human voices overlap in English, German, Dutch, Swedish. Some arrivals step onto the docks with purpose, others arrive broken by weeks at sea. The riverfront is not ceremonial, it is practical, loud, and alive. Wagons creak as they haul barrels inland. Horses snort, hooves sinking into mud darkened by coal dust and spilled grain. The air smells of tar, salt, fish, and sweat. Dock workers shout measurements and curses. Customs officers keep watch. This is an existing heritage site, but utterly transformed. The smooth modern waterfront hides the chaos that once defined Philadelphia's edge. At this landing, ideas arrive alongside cargo. Pamphlets, letters, rumors, and newspapers cross oceans before they cross streets. A dockside conversation today might shape a debate tomorrow. Power here is fluid. Whoever controls movement controls information. Philadelphia's destiny begins not in a hall, but on these soaked planks where the world steps ashore.
Walk westward from the river, and the city tightens around us. High Street Market, now erased beneath modern asphalt, was once Philadelphia's beating heart. If we could pause an engraving and step inside, we would feel overwhelmed immediately. The noise is constant. Vendors call prices. Animals protest their fate. Children weave through crowds. Nothing here is still. Stalls stretch in long rows beneath open sheds. Meat hangs from hooks. Baskets overflow with apples, corn, turnips. Fish glisten on rough wood tables. The smell is layered. Blood, herbs, bread, manure, smoke. This is not a polite marketplace. It is survival rendered public. Everyone comes here. Rich merchants brush shoulders with dock laborers. Enslaved people carry goods. Free black vendors sell produce. Women bargain fiercely. High Street Market is a lost treasure, but its importance cannot be overstated. This is where news spreads faster than ink can dry. Political arguments erupt beside butcher blocks. A complaint about taxes turns into a crowd. A rumor from Boston finds an audience by noon. Notice how commerce and conversation blend seamlessly. There is no separation between daily life and political awakening. Wheels clatter endlessly along the packed earth. Buildings loom close, throwing the market into alternating bands of shadow and sun. The street feels narrow, intimate, almost claustrophobic, and yet this congestion forges connection. Philadelphia learns how to argue here, how to listen, how to disagree loudly without falling apart. When the market disappears, its spirit remains embedded in the city's bones.
Now the noise softens. Bells rise above the street, steady and measured. Christ Church stands apart, brick walls glowing softly in the afternoon light. If we step inside, the temperature drops. The smell of wood polish and old stone replaces the chaos outside. This is an existing heritage site, but in the 18th century, it carried immense gravity. Look closely at the pews. Names we recognize sit quietly among ordinary citizens: Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Betsy Ross. They bow heads under high windows that scatter pale light across whitewashed walls. Faith here is not radical, but stabilizing. In a city crackling with argument, Christ Church offers rhythm, Sunday after Sunday, bell after bell. Notice the texture of the interior: smooth columns, carved wood, the faint creak of benches shifting under weight. Outside, revolution ferments. Inside, order is preserved. This contrast matters. Leaders who will soon challenge a king kneel within an institution built on tradition. The irony hums beneath every hymn. The churchyard tells its own story. Gravestones cluster tightly, names fading under lichen and time. Mortality is never abstract here. In this space, ambition is tempered by humility. Christ Church does not create revolution, but it steadies those who will. Even as the building changes over centuries, its role as moral anchor remains etched into the city's identity.
If we shift our perspective again, the city becomes intimate. Franklin Court is not grand architecture. It is controlled chaos, a narrow space filled with movement, intellect, and invention. This landmark is lost, but its energy defined Philadelphia more than many surviving buildings. Listen carefully. You can almost hear the printing press, wood creaking, metal biting paper, sheets stacked to dry, ink stains fingers and sleeves. Apprentices hurry between tasks. Ideas are manufactured here, line by line. Franklin's home is part residence, part laboratory, part publishing house. Electricity experiments share space with political satire. The air smells of ink, paper, candle smoke. Conversations overlap: science, philosophy, gossip, rebellion. This is where enlightenment becomes practical. Franklin does not shout revolution, he prints curiosity. Almanacs teach people how to think before telling them what to think. The court feels busy, slightly disordered, alive with possibility. Notice how small it is. The modest scale reinforces a powerful truth. Transformation does not require palaces, it requires access. Franklin Court is a workshop of minds. Though physically erased, its influence radiates outward into newspapers, debates, and eventually independence itself.
If we turn toward the corner near the waterfront again, we find a building that no longer exists, but once echoed louder than any hall of government. The London Coffee House is dense with smoke, voices, and ambition. This is a lost treasure, yet its influence once stretched far beyond its brick walls. Push the door open, the smell hits immediately. Burnt coffee, pipe tobacco, damp wool coats. Tables are crowded with men leaning close, speaking urgently. Merchants negotiate shipping contracts, while only a few feet away, political arguments flare without warning. Newspapers are read aloud. Letters from abroad circulate hand to hand. Here, information moves faster than authority can control. Notice the constant motion. Chairs scrape, cups clink, messengers arrive breathless from the docks. This is where private business and public destiny collide. When ships are captured, wars declared, or protests planned, the news breaks here first. The building itself is unremarkable, but the energy inside is volatile. The London Coffee House trains the city to think collectively. Ideas are tested in real time, sharpened by opposition. This place teaches Philadelphians how to disagree face to face.
When it disappears, that culture migrates elsewhere, but the habit of debate never leaves the city.
Now we approach a structure that still stands but feels radically different when reanimated in its original moment. Independence Hall rises in calm symmetry, red brick warmed by sunlight. Step inside and the air feels heavy, restrained. This is existing heritage, but in the 18th century it carried unbearable pressure. Notice the silence. Windows are shut to keep conversations private. Sweat gathers beneath powdered wigs. Chairs scrape softly as men shift uncomfortably. Outside, the city hums, but here words must be chosen carefully. Every sentence may fracture unity or forge it. The room smells of ink, paper, and human presence. Quills pause mid-air. Tempers flare, then retreat. Compromise is not noble here, it is painful. Independence Hall is not a monument yet, it is a workshop of uncertainty. No one knows how this will end. If we shift our perspective to the walls, we see scars invisible today. The building absorbs anxiety, doubt, hope. When decisions finally harden into text, the room exhales, but the consequences will echo for centuries. Independence Hall survives, but the tension that once filled it is gone, preserved only in memory.
Just steps away stands Congress Hall, smaller, tighter, and intensely human. This is where the new nation attempts to function. If Independence Hall is birth, Congress Hall is infancy, awkward, fragile, and loud. Inside, voices overlap constantly. Representatives argue over money, power, borders, slavery. The seating is close, amplifying conflict. The air feels warmer, thicker. Windows admit light, but little relief. This existing building has changed, but the struggle it hosted remains fundamental. Notice the body language. Some men lean forward aggressively, others withdraw, arms crossed. There is no script for governance yet. Every precedent is invented under pressure. Outside, citizens gather, waiting, listening, judging. Congress Hall teaches the nation something uncomfortable. Freedom does not simplify politics, it complicates it. Compromise here is louder, messier, and more public. The building endures, but the sense of uncertainty it once held has faded, replaced by reverence.
Now we arrive at a place heavy with contradiction. The president's house no longer stands, but its absence speaks loudly. This lost landmark was home to power and to injustice. From the outside, it appears dignified, orderly. Inside, hierarchy rules every movement. Servants glide silently. Meals are formal, controlled. Decisions affecting millions are discussed beneath chandeliers. Yet beneath this order lies tension. Notice the unseen labor. Enslaved people move through back corridors, their presence essential and erased simultaneously. Freedom is debated upstairs, while bondage persists below. The contrast is suffocating. The house smells of polished wood and cooked food, but also of silence, enforced silence. This space exposes the nation's deepest contradiction at its highest level. When the building disappears, the questions it raised do not. They linger, unresolved, woven into American identity. Finally, we step into the open air. The Liberty Bell yard is quieter than expected. The bell itself rests, cracked, imperfect. This existing symbol has moved, changed, and aged, but its power endures. In the 18th century, the bell is not yet myth. It rings for meetings, announcements, ordinary civic moments. Its sound is clear, commanding. Metal vibrates through the city's streets. People pause, attention gathers. Notice the irony. The crack forms over time, transforming function into symbol. What once summoned action now invites reflection. Light falls across its surface, highlighting flaws rather than perfection. The yard becomes a place of memory. Visitors stand where history condensed into sound. The bell no longer rings, but it still speaks of ambition, of fracture, of ideals that survive even when damaged.
As we stand here, surrounded by streets that once carried footsteps of uncertainty, notice how familiar it feels. These spaces shaped how power sounds, how disagreement looks, how freedom is argued into existence. Philadelphia was not merely a backdrop, it was an active force, teaching people how to live inside contradiction. If you could spend just 1 hour in this lost version of Philadelphia, which specific building or hidden alleyway would you visit first? Your choice reveals a lot about the traveler you are. Let me know in the comments. Bringing these lost worlds back to life takes hundreds of hours of AI processing and historical research. If you value this journey into our collective past, hit subscribe and join our community of time travelers. Together, we will ensure these stories are never forgotten. And tell me, what city, what era should we walk through next?